What is happening, DJ Talk family? And how you all doing tonight? First of all, welcome to the 84th episode of DJ Talk. Excuse the background. Now, before we get started, I would like to take the time and send a shout out to everybody that is doing great, but most importantly, will have a winning month, winning year, but most importantly, winning life. And I hope you guys become successful and hope you guys continue to dominate what you need to dominate. So all I could say is hope you guys win. So if you are new to this channel, allow me to welcome you to D Nation family. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, but most importantly, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell for notifications and many more contents, many more episodes to come. Excuse me. So, without any further ado, let's get right to it. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about something new, something that has never been talked about on DJ Talk Podcast until right now, until tonight. This topic is going to be very interesting. This topic is going to be very inspiring and motivating as well. We are going to be talking about it, and hopefully it will touch your heart. This new topic, we're going to be talking about how to become sensation. Whoo, very interesting right there. What did you say? So you may be asking, what does it mean to become sensational? That's a very interesting question. It means to be spoken about by many, quote unquote, media sources, to become very popular, once again, quote unquote, in the media. A general feeling caused by something that happens to you, especially a feeling that you cannot describe exactly. There are multiple quotes that talks about being sensational. And it goes something like this. Number one, Oscar Wilde says, I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read in the train. Number two, M.F. Monseher says, the life can be easy, beautiful, enjoyable, and sensational, but it is never amazing without you. Number three, Samantha Armstrong says, the deep, rich notes of the cello pick up on a solo and quickly catch my attention. Each note tugs at my insides, drawing me closer and closer. Number four, Jim Carrey. One of his speeches says, your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through this form. Risk being seen in all of your glory. Interesting words said by Jim Carrey. Number five, Charles Baudelaire says, we are weighed down every morning by the conception and the sensation of time. And they are but two means of escaping and forgetting this nightmare: pleasure and work. Pleasure consumes us, work straightens us. Let us choose. I'm going to repeat this again for the people in the back that didn't hear. So listen to this one more time. Pleasure consumes us, work straightens us. Number six, George Bernard Shaw says, it is curious sensation, the sort of pain that goes mercifully beyond our powers of feeling. When your heart is broken, your boats are burned. Nothing matters anymore. It is the end of happiness and the beginning of peace. Number seven, Oliver Wendell Holmes Sr. says, every now and then a man's mind is stretched by a new idea or sensation and never shrinks back to its former dimensions. Number eight, Ralph Waldo Emerson says, every fact is related on one side to sensation and on the other to morals. The game of thought is on the appearance of one of these two sides to find the other, given the upper to find the upper side. Number nine, Amy Tan says, words to me were magic. You could say a word and it could conjure up all kinds of images, or feelings, or a chilly sensation, or whatever. It was amazing to me that words had this power. Number 10, Ernest Hemingway says, when you have a shot, when you have shot one bird flying, you have shot all birds flying. They're all different and they fly in different ways, but the sensation is the same, and the last one is as good as the first one. Number 11, Levi Strauss says, if the consumer withholds more than we anticipate, we experience a delicious falling sensation. We feel we have been torn from the stable point on the musical ladder and thrust into the void. Number 12, Bridget Riley says, I used to build up to sensation, accumulating tension until its release, a perceptual experience. Number 13, Mark Barrowcliff says, the rainforest has an intense beauty that at times seem almost suffocating. The jungle is one twig short of impenetrable or impenetrable, and the greenie seems to crowd in on you with a sensation that has been described as akin to snow blindness. Number 14, Tyler Henry says, my sixth sense uses the other five senses to communicate. I may have a vision, hear a sound, get a smell, or have a physical sensation that corresponds with how someone passed. What I do revolves around noticing subtle differences in my mind and body because they're messages. Number 15, Shirley Manson says, the sensation of never feeling good enough or pretty enough will always be there. Excuse me. It's a constant dialogue. And you just learn to be more powerful than the other voice. When you hear it come up, you shut it. Number 16, Lewis Thomas says, the earliest sensation at the onset of illness often preceding the recognition of identifiable symptoms, is apprehension something has gone wrong, and a glimpse of morality shifts somewhere deep in the mind. It is the most ancient of our fears. Number 17, Stanley Smith Stevens says, the method of magnitude estimation provided a direct measure of sensation. Last but not least, number 18, Dandy Newton says, when I am out and about, I feel watched. It's become second nature. The only time I get to be private is in my work. That is when I liberally liberate the ego. The blessed out sensation of liberating the ego. So, as we can see that if we want to be sensation, we have to put in the work. We have to go to the level that we have never went to before. We have to account ourselves for putting the heart and effort into the work and make it count no matter what. We have to think big than small. It's important to show that it's important to show what you're all about. And once you do that, everything is possible. It's only a matter of time when that happens. So before I wrap up this episode, I want to say a few things. Something that has been in my heart forever. A few things about what someone very special that means in my heart, dearly to my heart, that said these words to me. And I'm always going to keep it in my heart forever, and I'm never going to trade it to never going to trade it for anyone else. He said this to me. These words were, wake up and smell the coffee. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So, to everyone that may have a question, what do I mean by that? Or what do you mean by that, D? Well, it means that it's time to wake up and smell the coffee. Time to wake up and start pushing yourself. Time to wake up and start to take your future by storm. It's time to wake up and become winners. It's time. It's our time. Everyone else's time is up. The bad moments are up. The bad past are up. The future is now. Our time is now. And the other part that I almost forgot to mention, the time of change starts now. Well said and done. Enough said. Excuse the background once again. So thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned for more episodes of DJ Talk. Stay positive, don't quit, nor throw in the towel. Don't do that. So hopefully you guys have a great night. New week coming up and a new month coming up as well. Peace out.